Hey there, and welcome to another episode of Your Favorite Libertarian. Today's episode, we're going to be continuing a series on the Aero Precision 10.5 inch A2. I'll just call it setup. We won't say the B word because it's YouTube. This guy has had quite the transformation. If you've been following my journey on that series, you'll know that it's gone through a few iterations. This latest iteration has quite a few changes that we're going to be testing at the range today. We're going to be testing with 55 grain Wolf Gold, and we're going to be testing at distances from 10 yards all the way up to 200 yards. Before we get to that shooting footage, which I know you're all really here for, I'm going to tell you what's changed on this and what we're testing so that I can give you the results at the end. And so we can also have a little section for a disclaimer. Stay tuned for that. But first we'll talk about what's changed. If you've seen any of the videos in the series, you'll know that this used to have an A2 rear sight, carry handle sight with a little Picatinny rail on top, and that's what this optic used to sit on. This is obviously lower, so we're going to need to adjust zero for that, and adjust zero because this is a brand new barrel from Aero Precision. We'll talk about that in a sec. First, let's talk about this mount. This is a Scalarworks lower 1/3 mount. It is underneath a Holosun 403R. Full review on this on the channel, full installation and review on this on the channel as well. Check those out in the optics playlist and gear playlist. But because this has been changed, we want to make sure that the Holosun, being not a name point with still the T2 footprint, works really well with this mount, and that this mount is staying in place on this upper receiver. So there's that. Also, yes, you heard me right, this is a brand new 10.5 inch barreled assembly. The reason it's new is because when I first got this upper, I was just running optics. I didn't have a rear sight. I wasn't running irons really until I put on that carry handle rear sight. Once I did and went to sight in the irons, I noticed that the front sight block was canted to the right. Contacted the warranty department. They said, still well within the mil spec standards. Here's the standard in case you didn't know, which I didn't. I thought they all had to be straight to go out the door, but apparently mil spec means it can be a little bit canted to the right, to the left, and it's still good as long as it's within that little standard. So they said, yeah, it's still within the standard, but we'll replace it anyway because we're awesome. So I was like, great, I agree, you are. So they replaced the front sight block and barreled assembly, and now I have one that is pretty close to straight, a little bit left, just a little tiny bit, not as much of a difference to the right as it is to the left, which is, I guess I'm okay with because mostly I'm just running the red dot anyway. These are backup sights. I'll sight in the backup sights when I get a rear sight, which I'm thinking will be the Magpul MBus 3, which isn't out yet, but once that's out, that's probably what I'll go with for the rear sight, and then I'll sight that in. But this is canted a little bit to the left, so for a right-handed shooter, it'll be a little bit easier. So we're going to be testing the accuracy of the new barrel, sighting this in again for this new setup, testing how all this stuff works, and we're going to be testing these PMags. This is a couple of Gen 3 PMags with a Magpul coupler. I had a viewer ask in the comment section in one of my videos how these are running, and before answering, I wanted to actually run them, so I'll exclusively be using this for my testing at the range. And now a disclosure from your favorite libertarian. I am now an Aero Precision affiliate. That's right. If you click my links in the description below, there's my link tree with all my affiliate links and discount codes. Check those out if you want to support the channel. And I will have specifically an Aero Precision link so that you can go to their site through my affiliate link, and they will know that I sent you, and I will get a small kickback from the purchases that you make through them. You're still gonna be paying the same price, and there'll be all sorts of deals as there always are on their website. So you're still gonna save a ton of money. It's not gonna cost you anything extra. And it's also going to help continue this content on Aero Precision products. If you think that I might be biased, I guess that's fine if you want to think that, but I will also let you know as I'm giving this disclaimer that all of the things that you see in this video, this entire setup, this shirt, everything that I'm going to be testing was all bought by me with my own money. Nothing was given to me. Nothing was given to me at a discount other than the discounts that were on their website, as I was just a Joe Schmo buying them myself. So there's that. Do with that information what you will. But again, if you want to support the channel, if you want to buy some awesome products that I was a fan of even before I became an affiliate, check out my affiliate link in the description below, or go to my link tree for all of the affiliate links of all the different companies that I really like doing business with. Thanks. And now let's do some shooting.
Mill right. Launch follow-up shot.
Lounge him.
Launch him.
Send it.
Yeah, it is cheating.
They didn't call anything, did they?
I don't think so. I think people are still shooting.
Okay. Because I'm about to be loud.
Okay.
Not like you loud, but pretty loud.
Yeah, that brake is mean. But all the research I did said that if I'm shooting the shorter can, this is the best muzzle device for it. The entire front of it is steel, so it's going to be like an extra baffle for me. It'll extend the life of the can.
Felt better than the third one. Give it a fourth.
Fire what you have in your firearms. Fire what you have in your firearms.
Talk about some things you want to do after you go to the range to make sure everything's in tip-top shape. First of which, I want to talk about the accuracy of this barrel. Again, Ballistic Advantage, Aero Precision sister company, which I'm also affiliate with if you want to check out their links in my description below in the link tree. They knocked it out of the park again. I was able to get 2 or 3 rounds through the same hole at 200 yards with a red dot and a 10.5 inch barrel. That's pretty remarkable, especially because when you're looking through a red dot at 200 yards, the target that you're looking at is just this black blob that you're kind of filling this entire reticle with and hoping that you're holding it in the middle. No magnification, obviously, because it's a red dot, and I was able to get that accuracy with this barrel, which is insane. So the barrel, A+ on that. I didn't have any type of overgassing issues, any problems there. That all was great. Going to the mount, there's a couple things that you want to do beforehand so you can check things afterwards. Really the main thing is witness marking, and that's where you have a Sharpie paint pen or something that you can mark all of your screws, anything that would walk out or come loose, making sure those are all in the same spot and not turned anymore when you're done shooting. Under recoil, hard use, etc., stuff can walk out. One of the spots that I noticed did walk out was right here. If you can see, there is a Sharpie paint pen line here, and then it has actually, the screw has rotated 90 degrees. So that is not ideal, obviously. I can unscrew this, see if I've already put, I can't remember if I put Vibratite on it or Loctite. If I didn't do either of those things, I'll probably put Vibratite on these threads, screw it back on, do some more shooting, more testing, and see if this walks loose again. Also, I noticed that the screws that connect this optic, which is the Holosun 403R, to the Scalarworks mount, stayed exactly where I fastened them. And I fastened them all to torque spec with my Wheeler's torque wrench, which I'm also have an affiliate link for if you want to check that out. Gosh, I'm such a YouTube shill. A thing that I wish I would have done before shooting is witness marked this ring that tightens down, or nub I guess you could call it, that tightens down the Scalarworks mount, and just have a line on this flat surface that connects to that wheel. If I did that, then you would be able to see that this didn't move at all visually, but what I did is just tried to tighten it more than it was already tightened, and I couldn't tighten it anymore. I knew I tightened it as much as I could hand tight before I went to the range, so I know that this didn't move. This held 0 as well at 10, 50, and 200 yards, so that's also a clue that this area is all working very well. Finally, we have the mags. The mags worked great. Didn't have any issues with binding up from clamping this down too tight, because I guess I didn't clamp it too tight. And the mags ran great, so no issues there. Everything was good with the Magpul P-Mags, which is probably not a shocker to anyone. Well, that's going to be it for now on this Aero Precision 10.5 inch blah blah blah. I will say you should stay tuned, and you should also subscribe and click that notification bell if you want to see the new changes coming to this. The muzzle device is going to be changing so that I can quickly attach or quickly remove a particular accessory that should not be regulated by the government, but for some reason is. Doesn't really make any sense to me, shouldn't make any sense to you, but that should be a clue as to what that additional accessory will be. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe and type in your guess on what I'm talking about in the comment section below. Another big ask that I have for you guys, besides the affiliate links using those, is sharing this video, or just sharing the channel in general, with 10 of your closest friends, maybe even more. If all of my subscribers do that, then we will be at 10,000 subs easy, and then we'll have the clout to get industry discount codes from the top tier companies. We're going to be able to do a lot of good in the community and save you guys a lot of money. So share, like, comment, etc. Use the links. Thanks again. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate all the love and support that I get from you guys on a daily basis. Love reading those comments. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay free. God bless.